Hey everybody, Jeff here with Advisor Tech Partners, and we help RIAs build workflows, processes, and automations to help them scale and grow. So today I'm coming back at you with a very exciting feature that Wealthbox has just released and I want to talk about today, and that is the email action that they've put into their workflows. So not too long ago, Wealthbox added these send to features inside of the workflows, which allow you to do tasks inside of the workflow. Now they've added another component to those actions, which is actually being able to email a prospect or client directly from the workflow. It's awesome. So think about all of the times that you have to send emails to prospects or clients throughout the process of dealing with them. What I'm going to be showing you today is how to add the email action to your workflows so you can start sending templated emails from your workflows to your prospects or clients inside of the workflow. So it's super easy and really helps save time. It makes sure that no follow-up emails fall through the cracks. So the example today that I'll be using is when a client is onboarded, when a prospect decides they want to do business with you, you have to send them ADV and privacy policy, right? And so in today's example, what I'm going to do is put a email action inside of a planned presentation meeting workflow to show you how helpful these email actions can be. And I think the ADV and privacy policy delivery for a new client is the perfect example on why you should be implementing email actions in Wealthbox. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to the workflow section of our Wealthbox CRM. From there, I'm going to click on Manage Templates. And I'm going to find a workflow that I want to add this email action, send to action to. And so in my case, at Schmo, we're going to be using Schmo Wealth Management as the example. At Schmo Wealth Management, we deliver the ADV and privacy policy as a post-step action to the planned presentation meeting. So I'm going to go to my planned presentation meeting workflow, and I am going to go to Options and click on Edit. After I click on Edit, I'm going to add another step, and the step is going to be called Deliver ADV and Privacy Policy. So here's the step that I created for the ADV and Privacy Policy, and I am going to save it. So after I save it, you're going to see this lightning bolt icon, which means Add Action. So I'm going to click on the lightning bolt, and then I'm going to click on Email Contact. So this is awesome. An email is now something that will pop up inside of the workflow when we're supposed to email a client or a prospect. In this case, it's a prospect turning into a client because we're doing it on the planned presentation meeting. They've agreed to do business with us. We need to make sure that we get them the ADV and privacy policy. So I'm going to fill out this email, make a template email, and I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
So here's the email that we're going to be sending out. We did Dear Contact Nickname, and we got that from the mail merge section here. So if you click on nickname, it's going to pull up the coding. When you send the email to the person, it comes up with the correct name. And I also added my signature here. One thing to take note of here, so since we're sending the ADV and the privacy policy, you cannot just upload attachments in this part of the email. It's going to have to be when you're actually sending the email to add the ADV and privacy policy. The workaround is grabbing the link to your ADV. If you're hosting your link online, I know 20/10 and FMG allow you to host PDFs online on static like web links. So that's what you should do if you want to make sure you don't have to do any other steps of actually uploading the ADV and privacy policy every single time you reach this step in the workflow. So the example here is I have the link already copied to our ADV, and I am just going to put the URL behind it. So there you go. That would fulfill the requirement of attaching the ADV to the email. And you can do the same thing with the privacy policy. So we're going to save this action, and there we go. The email action is now on this step of the workflow. So we're going to go through, test it out, and see what it looks like. Okay, we just launched this workflow on Joe Schmo. And so we're going to skip over to the step that we just built with the email send to action in it. And so let's say I was a CSA and I came across this step. I would be like, well, what do I do? It's pretty simple. We need to get the ADV and privacy policy to the prospect to be a client, right? So we're just going to click on send ADV and privacy policy, and there you go. It shows up as an email. The ADV is already linked on here because we did it before. If you don't host any sort of documents online and aren't able to do the URL, then what you'll have to do is grab your ADV and privacy policy right here and attach it as a file. You won't have to think about that if you're hosting the ADV and privacy policy on a static website. That is how to add Wealthbox's new email action feature to workflows. There are so many use cases for this, and your firm should definitely be staying on top of Wealthbox's new features because they are starting to get really good. Now that you know how to add email actions to workflows, you can think of all of the instances where you send follow-up emails to prospects and clients throughout your processes, throughout your workflows, and you can add these email actions to save time, reduce human error, and make sure that no clients are falling through the cracks. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, comment if you have any questions or want to say anything nice. And if you want to talk to Advisor Tech Partners to get your firm to where it needs to be in terms of workflows, processes, and automations, schedule an introductory call with us. We want to talk to you, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you.